if you could raise your right hands. You too. All right, do you swear or
I'm going to mute.
Okay.
I love you, babe. You got this, okay? I'm right here.
All right, here we go. Shit.
So we can have all the parties, since there's two on my side, Ms. Jacobson's there, if we could have everybody just put their names on the record
All right,
and with the oath.
very good. Then I believe all three indicated that they do swear or affirm to tell the truth. So let me have the petitioner state your name, and you're very soft-spoken, so if you could just try to talk into the microphone.
Sorry, Your Honor. My name is Gabrielle Jacobson.
Okay. And
Natasha Brown. Laura Harding.
all right, very good.
Respectfully, Judge, I just asked if you could administer the oath now that all three have put their name on the record. Just because there might be a motion at the end of the case that I have.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, very good. So let me start again. Let's just do it one at a time then. Let me have the petitioner. Okay. State your name.
Gabrielle Jacobson.
All right. And if you raise your hand again, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Very good. You want to do these? Okay.
Yes.
So as to the respondents.
Natasha Brown.
Okay. Ms. Brown, do you swear
Yep.
or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Your name?
Laura Harding.
All right. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. Very good. Okay. Now, we can either do a brief opening or go directly into testimony. Do you want to give an opening or do you? Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So she's shaking her head yes. We are being recorded. So everything that's being said is being recorded. So with hand movements and head movements, that's not going to be reflected in the record. So.
Sorry. Lillian? See you later.
An opening kind of just is a chance to give an overview, not to really get into testimony on the case.
Hi.
And then counsel for the defense or respondents can give an opening, then we'll begin with testimony. Okay, so
It just
give
started.
an opening then.
All right. Your Honor, I stand before you today deeply concerned for the safety and well-being of myself and my son. For months, I have been the target of cyber stalking and cyber harassment that's leaving me feeling unsafe in my own home. Threats of violence, threats of rape, and harassment. They have made it very clear that they are not going to stop no matter what the consequences are. The fraudulent CPS calls, the disturbing acts of posting my address, of offers and free items has put my family at risk and has caused significant emotional distress. I fear from the safety of myself and my son. He is a minor and he's vulnerable. I'm asking for a personal protection order to ensure that we can live without fear and to regain our sense of security.
Counsel, do you wish to reserve or give your
Just so y'all know what's on the screen, this was what she presented as evidence. We will be clicking through that as we listen.
opening at this time?
Just briefly, Judge, I'll give it so the court is aware of some of my cross-examinations going to come up. These are fake petitions. She has filed fake petitions across the country regarding fraudulent injunctions, Your Honor. She's a TikToker. What she does is she goes on TikTok and she creates fake drama and creates fake things that never happened so that she could then get viewers. She makes tens of thousands of dollars by putting up fake posts about things that never actually happened to her. She's a wannabe actress on TikTok where she creates fake drama. She's never met my clients before. She's never seen them before probably until today. She's never met them. My clients have never texted her. They've never called her. Both of them are from out of state. And one is from Indiana. Miss Laura Harding is from Indiana and flew here for this. Miss Natasha Brown is from Ohio and flew here.
Context. This bit of her evidence, Siri found this contact in her phone Hello. And guess who it was? An ex-mod, Angela. But she turned that in as evidence that I was harassing her. Strange. Okay.
For this, she has filed fake injunctions
Hi.
um, in DuPage County, Illinois. They were all dismissed. I could put the names on the record later. It'll be part of my case. She has also filed one against Laura Harding, who's here, a fake injunction that was done in Monroe County. That hearing happened back in September. It was denied by the court up there, and then she refiled here. This person, it's come to my attention, is going to be putting these proceedings on TikTok for financial gain. This is nothing more than someone who's abusing the court system for financial gain. There's been no threats ever, not one time. And I believe that's what the evidence is going to show. The temporaries were not granted, and they were not granted for a reason. There's no dates in here. There's no times. There's no evidence whatsoever that my clients even know her. So other than what they've seen about her on TikTok.
I'm not sure, maybe.
She's a professional scam artist is what the evidence is going to show. Thank you.
All right. So, counsel, do you object if she testifies from the table? Okay.
Not at all.
Okay, very good. All right, so ma'am, this would be your chance to put on your case and stay away from she's and hers because there's two respondents, so I need you to identify by name.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I sent Natasha and Laura.
Objection, Your Honor. She's reading from a script. This is, that's not proper testimony.
All right.
Your Honor, I am just very scared, and I wrote it out just to help me bulletproof the points, but
Denied.
Well, if it's a document that you've written.
well, everything I'm about to say is I'm going to show you evidence backing up my statement.
This was her evidence.
Well, you need to testify. If you need to refresh your recollection by looking at your notes, you can do that, but you should try to testify without reading a statement.
Okay, Your Honor.
So
So I sent Natasha and Laura
Tap
a
away,
cease and
please.
desist for them to please stop talking about me. Since then, they are both on live, making a joke out of it. Natasha Brown, I have her on a screen recording, stated, "This is a joke. You're not going to win, and I'm not going to stop talking about you." And she said the words, "I'm going to wipe this with my butt." Your Honor, they...
By the way, since she lacks the intelligence, her saying she's going to wipe her ass with it also is not a threat, nor is it against the law. Gabrielle.
Natasha Brown and Laura Harding, I can't even go on a live stream without them making fun of me, talking about my body
Let him
parts,
record.
saying nasty things on live about me.
Not illegal.
They have posted my address.
Objection, Your Honor. She's reading from the script.
okay.
And this is part of her TikTok script.
Okay. So, again, testify and without using your.
I'm sorry. So ever since my phone number and address were doxxed, I've gotten violence of threats, a rape threat, and just harassment.
Objection,
Every
Your
time.
Honor. Facts not in evidence. She never alleged anything regarding rape in either petitions. So she's bringing in extrinsic, new facts, new allegations that aren't in her.
Your Honor, I have everything that I would like you to see, please.
Okay. Well, we are in a court of law, so the rules of evidence are going to apply. So, if you have exhibits, there's a way of introducing them.
Also, Miss Laura Harding has posted pictures of my son, has talked absolutely nasty about my son, posting his IEP, calling CPS, weaponizing law enforcement, making a joke, laughing about it, getting all of their followers to call. Laura Harding stated that she would call SSI and to tell everybody to call SSI to get my Social Security taken away from my son. Also, the last couple of days in the court, before court, Natasha Brown, and I have her on a recording, stated that she's going to be in the courtroom, and she said that I want her to walk past me so I can see if she smells like tuna and cornfish. Then I have it on a recording that Natasha Brown is going to take pictures and recording me outside of the courthouse. And same thing with Laura Harding. Also, I have a screen recording that Laura Harding called me a cunt. I'm sorry.
Not illegal.
And twat waffles. Also,
none of this is in her petition.
Okay.
None of this is in her petition.
Okay.
None of this. This is all. I'm asking her to be with every.
Yes, Gabby, the thing, you needed to stick to what was in your petition, that we had threatened to hurt your son, was in your petition, that we had threatened to hurt your son, yourself, and your, you
What's
idiot.
in her petition is obviously what she can talk about. Now we're talking about rape and twat waffles, whatever the heck that is.
Your Honor, this was just a couple days ago.
Okay, well, okay. We need to stay focused on what's in the petition because that's what you're here for. There hasn't been a supplemental petition filed. So, if you could, go through what is in your petition, and if you have exhibits that are going to help you explain, you'll need to try to move those into evidence.
All right, Your Honor. So when Natasha Brown has doxed my address and phone number, all of them were included in phone calls over and over again. I had threats of saying, I'm going to go kill yourself. I believe there's a direct correlation with Natasha
You see them
and my
anywhere?
safety for these threats. Also, there has been, since my address is put out there, I have been getting Craigslist ads saying free diapers and wipes. I have been scared in my home, getting knocked on the door by strangers. I have a screenshot stating that they are going to come and I'm going to give them the diapers and wipes like I promised them. I called the police and I said, I am scared. Can you guys please send a police officer because I don't know who's going to show up at my door. I am living in fear, Your Honor. Every time I'm home, if there's a knock on the door, I'm scared. I call my fiance and I'm like, babe, there's a knock on the door. I don't know who's here. I changed my numbers multiple times and they still find me and they still harass me. I have all the evidence up with Craigslist and the phone calls, Your Honor, and the threats and the rape threats. Also, I have a lot of exhibits I would like.
If you're wondering, this here, the piece of shit mom, is Gabrielle's Discord name.
No one has her fucking phone number, by the way. I'm just saying. Nobody has called her. Nobody.
No, I haven't.
The court to see with Laura Harding and what she has said about my son and how she posted pictures of my son. That needs to be shown.
It's not illegal.
My son doesn't deserve this, Your Honor, and they're not going to stop. And Natasha stated that she, if nothing happens today, that she is going to go online and blast the law firm and tell me, make me the worst person it's a mockery. And I'm scared of what she's going to do if I don't get a PPO.
Okay, so did you have exhibits that you wanted to try to introduce? Because there's predicates, so. Okay, you'll need to show them to counsel.
When would you like me to go with the Laura exhibits?
Well, we've just handed
All the
attorney
exhibits
3
were the
stacks of
same.
paper, so give him a minute to look through it.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
And then we'll have to go through each one individually.
Looking through the first stack,
Also here, I'm so sorry.
and this looks like something different that was not in the, some of these look something different that were not in the original. There's improper foundation here and hearsay in the first stack.
All right, let's mark that A just for identification.
There's nothing to authenticate any of those. There's nothing whatsoever. Same thing with the second stack. They're from random phone numbers, random, nothing to authenticate any of these. This is all hearsay that she created fraudulently.
She has to provide the metadata to get these entered.
There's no names, there's just random phone numbers and random people, and the second stack was not in her original.
All right, then we'll mark this B for identification purposes, just so the record's clear.
The third stack is the same thing. This is not in the original for either Lauren Harding or Natasha Brown. This is all hearsay. None of this is can be authenticated.
You stepped on a bee.
This is all hearsay. There's no way to tell who created this, and it's our position that she created this. This is all false, that she created this herself for her TikTok profits. None of this, it's all hearsay.
All right, so that will be Exhibit C for identification. All right.
These are all the police reports that I filed.
Okay. All right, so based on the evidentiary objections, did you have anything?
Well, she
further
didn't provide none of that.
Arguing
This is all she
against the
provided.
objections that this is hearsay, that it's not authenticated?
Yes, Your Honor, everything that is in there is 100% the truth. And I have screen recordings proving that this Natasha Brown is this TikTok live stream as well that is cyber stalking me. And I have everything that I can prove. I have her speaking about how she's going to take pictures of me and how she found a hotel that's 15 minutes away from me. She was stating all of this in the last
How come she didn't want? This is her evidence. I'm showing you the evidence she provided to the court.
couple days. It's been going on for months. I have tons of proof, and I've made police reports.
At this point, to whatever she's testifying to, none of this is in her affidavits or her injunction, and all of those documents are hearsay.
All right. They've been marked for exhibit for the record, but the court would have to sustain the objection as to hearsay as to all three composite exhibits. So
Find out didn't write it. I've never contacted her. I've never gone in her chat.
did you have anything else to argue your case?
So when I filed, Your Honor, they just told me to just do a rough summary and then to bring in all the evidence.
Hearsay.
Okay. Well.
So it's my first time doing this as well.
Okay. You can choose to hire counsel to represent you, or you can proceed per se, which is what you've chosen to do. But I can't assist you.
Not her
in
first
telling you
time.
how to present your case. All I can do is rule on objections. And at this point, the objection is that those documents are hearsay. So it doesn't get something into evidence just to say, I have evidence and it's all true.
Okay, and then what about if I want to show you some clips of her speaking?
Well, again, are they in your,
They told me I couldn't do it that have a flash drive.
Okay, there's 143 pages to your petition. So
Of this shit right here.
are these exhibits referenced in your petition?
They should be.
Not my handwriting. Oh.
Well,
Yeah, that was
the
my
last couple of
handwriting.
days with the whole court thing that she's been on live talking about how they're going to take me down, how their goal was to shut us up.
Okay.
I'm going to object.
Okay. I'm sorry, go ahead, Counsel.
Well, I would like her to go ahead and provide any clip or video of me saying that I was going to take her down or shut her up, or any time that I've ever made a threat. I challenge you, please, Gabrielle, post it.
My objection is this is well outside the scope of the injunction, whatever she's filed. And
Okay. The injunction was filed on October 31st, 2024.
I'll be right.
The injunction, whatever she's filed. And
Okay. The injunction was filed on October 31st, 2024.
I'll be right.